Hello guys, welcome back. It's Illogical as always, and today, I may have somewhat slightly, overextended my reach, but thank God things did not go to plan. Well, did go to plan, didn't go to plan. It kind of works out really well for me. Basically, long story short is I over-recorded because I expected the next patch not to come out until ranked mode, but in fact, there's a new patch. So there is. So now I have to go back through, figure out who I have recorded for, and does it have that extreme of an effect? That's what we're going to find out today. I've had a very, very swift glance over this here, and I think I might have gotten lucky. Okay? So, obviously, you've got the introduction, new store, Summer Fun Twin Blast, Lotus Knight Greystone, which looks fucking amazing, I'm not going to lie. Then you got Holy Grux Pelt Chimera, awesome. Bundles, as always. Right, so, more bundles. As it is, so this is what's the rank mode. So it is. So where seems to be sort of like you have to do it at specific times until it's like, how do you explain it? Right, so when and where, starting weekly from the 15th of June, players who are above level 30 and own at least 20 heroes will be able to select rank mode in the game mode selector, and queue up during designated 8-hour time slots for both EU and NAE servers, right? So that there's whenever it opens and whenever it closes. So Saturday seems to be the opening, or Saturday until Sunday. Is it only open? It's only open for 8 hours, so it is. During the initial round out of rank mode, availability will be limited to these 8-hour time slots in order for us to improve the following experience in the final live data with the intention of rapidly increasing availability over subsequent weekends. So basically, I'll not be taking part in ranked mode immediately. That'll come afterwards, so it will be, because I would like everybody else to get the information out and gather up. I want them to gather up the information so they can make a fully flushed out experience in ranked mode. I'll deal with all of that there whenever it comes to it, so I will. That's all ranked mode stuff. As says, I'll not delve too much into the ranked mode until I actually start taking part in ranked mode. Additional changes, gameplay balancing, structures. So armor penetration, so you're not going to be able to tank the towers as easily. So you're not. They've also got higher health. Core has. Oh, it got nerfed, okay. Jungle balance changes, damage decreases. Apparently they were doing too much damage, okay. Grey camp, so health changes. They're less tanky, so they are. Okay, so overall, just good things. So here's the big one, the hero balancing, right? So Argos. So we had done Argos previously, and I'd said that he was weak. He's getting buffed. Disintegrates, his passive is getting his buff back at 35%, and then the Particle Shredder, which is I think his infinite shot king, his infinite shots, has got a mana decrease, so he'll be able to pop off for a lot longer. Okay, this is the first patch since Aurora, I believe. So let's see. Bat increased. What the fuck's bat? Huh? What the hell does BAT mean? Base attack something? I have no idea. Sorry, if somebody knows what bat means, I'd like to know. From 1.1 to 1.15, okay, attack speed increased from 0.5 to, or 105 to 110, so buff there. Frozen Simulacrum, passive damage, monster damage decrease, so it's got nerfed. Hoarfrost has been nerfed. Boreal Sweep has also been buffed and nerfed. So balanced, we'll say. Crunch, my boy. Health growth increased from 123 to 127. Re-Crunch increased healing from an extra 5, and then 5 points in the middle and 10 points on the max. Dagger, physical power decreased. Health growth decreased. Base health regen decreased. Oh, she got nerfed hard. And then the energy orb physical damage has also been decreased. Lovely. Fang Mao, my man, has been decreased in health. Bonus damage scaling nerfed. Shield bonus physical power scaling increased from 120 to 130. Okay. Hamstring damage decreased. Ouch. Earth Shaker. Damage increased. Okay. Bonus physical power scaling increased as well. Execute threshold is increased as well. And execute threshold bonus scaling from 110 to 120. So buffs, we'll say balanced. He hasn't been hard nerfed and he hasn't been hard buffed. Okay. Gadget, seek and destroy, cooldown increased. So that is a nerf. Gideon, decrease on the Cosmic Rift and a decrease on the Black Hole. That's straight nerfs. Grim is kind of an important one because he's a bit weird, so he is. So Displacement Blast, damage changed from 110, 115. So it's actually been increased on the front end but decreased on the back end. Ouch. Magical power scaling has been increased as well, so that there's probably to balance out the numbers here. So it is. Assault mode, total physical power scaling increased and the total magical power scaling decreased. Okay, that's fair. He is meant to be a carry after all. He's meant to scale from physical items more than magical items, so I don't know if that really helps much. That there's been cooldown decreased. Okay, so that's a buff. And then GTFO has been nerfed, which is kind of needed because he can lock on for some stupid distance. I have seen some stupid things of him locking on to someone as they TP back, and it follows him the entire way. And before the fountain is even able to heal them, he can snipe them. It is like as I said, it's like the time. It's the time for it to happen. Does that make sense? It's just about timing for that to happen. So it is. Crooks, Warlord's Challenge, damage decreased. Obviously, once he hits level 6, he gets a serious spike with the stun and the attack speed, but it's been nerfed. Kalari, Guillotine, ultimate damage increased. Oh, Jesus, okay. Kalari could be useful. Haven't been her yet, but we'll get around to using her at some point. Kara, basic attack, Bolt. Physical damage power scaling decreased from 85 to 80. Oh, that's going to hurt her early game. Not like it already hurts already, because her clear in a 1v1 box, yes, it's okay, but her clear is tragically bad. Chimera, oh baby, let's see. Okay, Chimera is always going to be a problem, no matter what way you swing it, unless you legitimately nerf him into the ground. You're gonna have issues trying to balance this monstrosity. Unless, like as says, there is a video that I have, and it is going to be recorded on 0.18. But the concept of the video still fits. Does that make sense? I hope it does. The movement speed will help slow him down in jungle and his rundown potential. It will help curb his overall offensive nastiness. No, even better, it'll curb his absolute need to pursue people. This will curb that. Spirit regeneration is his passive. Stacks have been decreased, so less health overall. So what was it before? 565, now down to 407. So it curbs him a little bit. And then of course hack physical damage has been decreased from 90 to 85. So he has, these are, if I have to be in a most polite place, these are required nerfs, because his movement speed allows him to keep jumping on people, which I'm assuming is not intended. So it isn't. It's just the constant oppressiveness of Chimera. The spirit regeneration will also help him allow people to box him a lot better. Basically, in a 1v1, you're more able to defeat him rather than him just steamrolling you because of his healing. And then obviously you have hack as well. So this brings him a bit more into line. So it does. It even says a menace on the battlefield. Yeah, it just curbs him. Quang gets a buff to his passive. Okay, very nice. Light of the Heavens, true damage magical scaling increased from 40 to 45. Shield from magical power scaling from 50 to 55. Okay, Quang's getting good. And then, okay, Quang just got overall straight buffs, so he did. Fury of the Heavens got increased from 470 to 480, so it's a little bit of a bonus. Morgus is up next, which recently says she was one of the top mid laners. So let's see what the shenanigans are here. Hive, magical power scaling decreased from 65 to 60. Thank fuck, because that Hive ability makes her an absolute monster. And mark damage decreased. Basically, it's curbing her burst. Her burst is ridiculous at times, especially with the new items like Soulbinder and stuff, and the buffed Zer's Core. Like Morgesh is a different category of fucking monster. So she is. Murdoch, Stasis Trap, damage decreased. That was a problem. Okay, and the mana cost increased. I think it's his spam ability is probably the thing it is. But then at the same time, Stasis Traps are currently dealing too much damage in the early lane. Especially for how low their mana cost is. So it just sort of curbs their early game. So it does. Okay. Narbash, somebody that you don't see very often, but he is fun. So he is. So physical power decreased from 66 to 64. Okay, health growth decreased. He does get decently beefy late game. Song of My People, healing per rhythm stacks decreased from 0.35 to 0.3. Okay, Thunk, cooldown increased. In fairness, he does sling this thing an awful lot. I'm not even going to deny that. He slings this thing like it's going out of fashion. So here's Rampage, Behemoth, Ultimate, Regeneration Multiplier increased from 3.5 to 4. He does get bursted down. Like, once he goes into his ult, he's just a big fucking target. And whenever you're on the receiving side of a carry, you are so many levels of screwed. Revenant! Oh, this ought to be interesting, because Revenant's probably one of the weaker carries at the minute. You don't see him very often, but he does seem to be one of the weaker carries. I still am adamant on the factor of that whenever Revenant does get to the end, he is the epitome of an endgame carry because he can two-shot squishies very fucking easily. And reliably, might I add. But at the same time, though, these are things that sort of come with it. So, general physical armor growth increased from 3.1 to 3.2. It'll give him a little bit more tankiness. Hellfire rounds alternate. Missing health damage per level increased from 0.4 to 0.45. That'll give him a bit more damage. Reckoning cooldown decreased from so he can spam his ult a little bit more. Plus Hellfire rounds gives him a bit more damage with the more health that he's lost. Okay, Richter's one of my favorite supports because he is an absolute Giga Chad monster. But let's see what he is. Health increased from, oh Jesus Christ, 715 to 725. Health regen increased as well. Mana growth increased. Mana regen increased. Physical armor increased. Oh Jesus. Electrocution damage increased as well. Are you being sensible about this? Like, you're just basically buffing his early game clear. He is going to bully people. Okay. Seraph. Health growth increased from 123 to 127. Heaven's Fury cooldown decreased. Okay, that'll help a lot. And Heresy, burn damage changed from 35, 50, and 70 to 30, 55, and 80. Okay, that's a buff. Cooldown decreased from 130. Oh yeah, okay, Seraph's going to be a new top tier jungler. She is already a very powerful jungler, primarily because she has carry stats in the jungle. But in saying that, there it is what it is at that stage. Sevarog! We haven't seen this bad boy in a long time. Mana increased from 330 to 345. Okay. Siphon, which I believe is his grasp, is it not? I believe it is. Damage increased. Oh yes, that's a juicy increase. As well as cooldown decreased. So he's going to be spamming this thing like fucking nothing ordinary. Sparrow, the absolute Giga Chad of the solo lane. Solo lane? Of the carry lane. Duo lane. Yep, that one. The carry that really needs to be curbed. Let's see. Physical power increased from 58 to 60. Are you mad? Relentless max damage. Okay, right. So, okay. They're balancing her. Right, so Relentless maximum health damage decreased from 0.5 to 0.4. Okay. Hail of Arrows bonus physical damage scaling decreased from 160 to 150. Okay. And Inner Fire bonus damage decreased from 15, 25, and 35 to 15, 20, and 25. Good! That will definitely curb this bitch a little bit. Happy days. Twin Blast. Health increased from 740 to 750. Okay. Physical armor increased from 20 to 21. Okay. Vaporize damage increased. Oh, please give me more. Twin Blast is probably one of my favorite carries at the minute. So yeah, having Vaporize upgraded is just absolutely juicy. Vortex Grenade damage increased. Bonus physical power scaling increased as well, and the cooldown has been also increased to cater to it in the early game. Okay, so Twin Blast is going to be a good carry coming forward. Wraith, the enigma of mid lane and carry. Interesting. Okay, let's see. Mana growth decreased. Okay, curbs that. Mana regen decreased. Curbs that too. Attack speed growth increased. So they're trying to get him more into the carry role rather than the mid lane role. Peekaboo, which I think is the shot that punches through walls. Damage decreased. Thank fuck, because it done way too much damage. Mark max health damage increased. So, Mark duration increased as well. Bonus physical power scaling decreased from 50 to 40. Magical power scaling decreased from 35. Oh no, buffed, sorry. So what are you exactly trying to do here? Like, what? Cooldown's been decreased so he can spam it more. And also, yeah, so it's a balancing here. So this is mostly just a balancing. Surprise, surprise is his invis. Camo duration decreased from 5 to 4. Thank fuck. But it balances out a little bit more. It actually balances out a lot more. So you lost a little bit of time, but you got more movement speed, which sort of counteracts it. And then you also get bonus physical penetration increase from 18 to 20%. Ooh, baby. And then you got knock knock. Peekaboo's is grenade. Knock knock's the problem. Damage decreased. Happy days. Bonus physical power scaling increased, so that balances out the loss here. Magical power scaling increased as well. Cost decreased as just a flat 60. So he's gonna be able to spam this like non-ordinary. Mana refund decreased from 100 to 60. Okay, not as spammable as it once was. And bonus minion damage increased from 40 to 50. Okay, helps with clear. Zorus, probably another one of the very dominant junglers in my opinion. Once he gets going, he is borderline unstoppable. So thrust is his basic attack. It got nerfed. Okay. Barricade, which is a shield, minimal damage increased. Oh my god, that shield got nerfed hard. Power scaling decreased. Yeah, that stun got hit hard. Spear of air damage decreased as well, so he's not going to be pumping out the same kind of numbers as he once did. And then his ultimate power scaling decreased. Bonus physical power scaling, so that there's whenever he actually leaps on you and deals damage from 80 to 75. So, in terms of the heroes getting changed, nothing that is here really affects what's going to happen next week. None of this here really sort of affects what it does next week. So, I'm kind of happy with that because I have all of next week's stuff already recorded at this stage, and I'm quite happy that this is the scenario. But going forward, nobody has gotten severely hindered. I will probably do a few more Twin Blast videos, and we'll see how it goes, because I know the major update comes out later on, so it does. So we'll see. As for item changes, crests, I'm assuming this is just a global crest. The marksman crest, okay. Attack speed increased, okay. Lifesteal increased as well. So the crest itself got buffed. So the actual starting crest itself got buffed. Eviscerator, attack speed got buffed. Lifesteal got buffed. Rending strikes, total armor power scaling decreased, okay. Liberator, attack speed increased, lifesteal increased, okay. Pacifier, attack speed increased, lifesteal increased. All good. That's all very workable stuff. Judgment, Thundercleaver cooldown increased from 24 to 10. 10 to 20, 20 to 20 seconds to 10 seconds to 24. Okay, I'm assuming it just helps with clears a little bit too much. Cyclone, attack speed per stack has went up. Okay, so Typhoon's going to be an absolute monstrosity. Nair's War Boots. Resilience, max health, healing per second increase. So, okay, yeah. These here don't really... The tier 2s don't really bother me. Carry. Ashbringer, ability haste increased from 20 to 25. That's going to be even more nasty, because it already reduces the requirement anyway, so you're just going to be moving even better. Right. Demolisher, cost increase. Puncture, physical armor penetration increased from 28 to 30. Okay. Bug fix. Description states the correct health difference 0. Okay. Dust Devil in cost increased by 100. Okay. Physical power decreased. Okay. Attack speed increased. That was the one thing that did bother me about Dust Devil. Dust Devil is meant to be your attack speed item, but it just didn't have the attack speed to go with it. Equinox, my current favorite item, got hit hard. So 3,000, and then Nightshade critical strike true damage decreased from 6% to 5%. It really doesn't fucking matter, to be honest. Equinox is still a fantastic item, regardless of you nerf it. Kingsbane, Regicide total attack speed scaling decreased from 5% to 4%. Ouch. Regicide fall off duration decreased from 2.5 to 2. Oh, Jesus. Regicide 120 monster cap damage is now currently reduced by on hit modifier. Okay. Lightning Hawk increased, decreased power and increased attack speed. Okay. So that's how they're dealing with the carry items. They're reducing the physical power of the carry items but increasing the attack speed, meaning that they have more DPS in the long run. It just requires you getting the build set up properly to be able to do these things. Nuclear round, since it's been added, fantastic item. Attack speed decreased, thank fuck. Havoc no longer has its damage reduced twice by armor. Okay. Havoc's ability damage decreased from... Oh yeah, so nuclear rounds got hit hard. Okay. Resolution, one of my current fun items. Physical power increased, attack speed decreased, and mana increased from 200 to 300. Basically, it counteracts itself because you have to remember that resolution gives you damage based on your mana as well, so it's kind of that, it kind of curbs it, excuse me, by a massive margin. So it does curb it a little bit. Sky Splitter is an interesting one because it's currently probably the most built item in the game, and they increased the cost to 3,100. Okay, and then Ren current health decreased from 5% to 4%. Okay. Stormbringer, one of the big ones that is always used. Attack speed decreased from 35 to 30, and static max stacks decreased from 150 to 100. So they buffed it? Okay. That's like a buff and a nerf. It's balanced, we'll say that much. Assassin, Deathstalker, I don't really know these ones. Physical penetration decreased from 6 to 5. Okay. Alright, this is the Onslaught one. Onslaught... Physical penetration to attack speed increased from 80% to 100%. So you literally get your physical penetration as attack speed. Okay, Envy, bug fix. Bonus critical strikes no longer counts for scaling, such as nuclear rounds. Oh, okay. Harsh silence duration decreased from 1.25 to 1. That is annoying. That with Zarus is absolutely devious. Infernum, Furnace Cinder damage decreased from 1% to 0.575 damage. That is justified. That was a pretty monstrous item once you got it stacked up properly. Oh, whoa. Movement speed decreased from 4 to 3. Okay, yeah, like seriously. Berserker's Axe alongside Gaius Graves is contributing to movement speed creep. Yeah, that seems a lot. Blitz cooldown decreased from 12 seconds to 10 seconds. It means that you can get it up more often. Draconium, ability haste increased from 10 to 15. Simple enough. Gaius Graves, movement speed decreased from 0 to 70 to 0 to 60. That will definitely curb it a lot. That will reduce the actual overall use of the Graves, but it's still, it slows down. It slows you down a little bit. It'll stop that random ass fucking going ham fucking moment, so it will. Metabuckler cost increased. Okay. Physical power increased from 40 to 45. Omnivamp increased from 5 to 6. Okay. Mage. This one, okay, this is the weird one. So it is Arcane Might bonus power per magical armor decreased from 0.35 to 3. Okay, Lifebinder, 10 ability haste added, 300 removed. Recipe tone. Okay, so they changed the recipe as well. So they give it ability haste instead of mana. Mana stackers are going to be crying. Magnify magical power increased from 60 to 65. That's a bad idea. Oathkeeper ability haste decreased from 20 to 15. Celestial Spellblade magical power scaling increased from 35 to 40. That's better because that's going to be a lot more powerful. Time Warp increased the cost by a chunky amount. Okay, magical power increased from 75 to 80. Base mana regen increased from 125 to 175, and ability haste decreased from 20 to 15. Still has the passive technically. Worldbreaker. Maya's bonus health to magically increased from 4 to 4.5. Bad idea. And then you got Wraith Leggings, which are quality of life and... Okay, right, so... Bug fix. Carnage no longer has its damage reduced twice by magical armor. Okay. Quality of life. Carnage now applies on-hit ability damage effects. Okay. Carnage now applies to true damage ability. Okay, so a little bit more quality of life to the Wraith Leggings. Carnage bonus damage... Carnage bonus magical damage decreased from 15 to 12%. Okay, that's self-explanatory. This is one of the new ones, so it is cost decreased from that to that. Power decreased, okay. Ability haste increased, okay. Moonblade scaling increased. Okay, so yeah, supports are going to be using this a lot more, so they are. Now, okay, right. Still got a while to go. Right, Dynamo, Adaptive Force, bonus magical power decrease from 35 to 30. That's a weird one because you get more magical power if you have more physical power. It's weird. Haxbind Bracers, ability haste increased from 15 to 20. Okay. Crystalline Cures, cost increased from 3 to 3-1. Okay. Magical Armor increased from 40 to 45. Okay. Alafrost, one of my favorite items because it does so much good damage. Health decreased from 400 to 300. That's probably a good idea. Physical armor increased from 25 to 30. Okay. Base mana regen increased from 125 to 150. Okay. Frostblade damage increased from 15 to 20. That's a bad idea. Fire Blossom cost increased to 3,000. Physical armor increased with it. Okay. Fist of Razul, probably one of my favorite items in the solo lane as well as in support because it gives you a lot of workability. Cost decreased to 3,000. Health increased. Okay. Ability haste increased from 10 to 20. Oh, physical armor removed. Okay. Razul's healing increased from 50 to 100. Oh, Fist of Razul got buffed big time. Okay. Flux Matrix cost decreased or increased by 50. Okay. Health increased with it. Magical armor increased with it, and ability haste decreased. Okay. Giant's Ring, another one that I find really interesting. Cost increased from 3,000 to 3,100. Health increased from 300 to 350. And ability haste increased from 10 to 15. Okay. Mail of Renewal. Jesus Christ. Cost increased. Okay. Health increased. Pretty good. Missing health. Healing increased from 2.5 to 3. Okay. Stonewall, one of the best defensive items in the entire game. Cost increased to 3,100. Health increased to 350. Physical armor increased to 60. And Bulwark's damage mitigation armor decreased from 6% to 5%. Okay, that was kind of justified, to be fair. Bulwark is one of the strongest defensive items in the game. Tainted Bastion, cost increased. Okay. Health increased. Okay. Magical armor increased. There's your magical, there's your anti-mage option. Tainted Guard, cost increased, health increased, physical armor increased, and Blighted Thorns damage decreased. It still works. Unbroken Will, cost increased, health increased, and then recipe change. Void Helmet, this is an interesting one because there's a lot of healing going on. So, cost decreased, okay. Health decreased, okay. Magical armor increased, good. Abyssal gift healing amplification increased from 10 to 15%. Passive heal on immobilizing. It's been okay, right? So you can't heal it on immobilizing your enemy anymore. Okay, so it just grants extra healing now. It doesn't actually heal you anymore. Interesting. Warden's Faith is also a very good one if you're going up against crit. Cost increased, health increased, physical armor increased. Okay, Mocking Present, physical power reduced. Decreases from 6 to 5%. Okay. And then there's the brawl mode changes and bug fixes. Now, I haven't personally taken part in the brawl mode just yet. So I haven't. So I'm just having fun doing what I'm doing. But as it overall sits, everything... There's nothing that's standing out that is terrible. A lot of it looks more like a grand rebalance over a shake-up. It's more just a grand rebalance, we'll say. So it is the grand rebalance. Because there is a lot of balancing in it, as says, I'm not going to lie. There is a lot coming in this patch. So there is. But all in all, I'm quite happy. This is not bad at all. Quite happy. So guys, I hope you all enjoyed. Please like, share, and subscribe if you didn't enjoy. And remember, not everything goes to plan.